what I have in my colt starting bag that I take to these competitions here, there's a couple essential things you need. One of them, number one most important thing, is I have my rope halter. So I use a Clinton Anderson rope halter. This one in particular, it's just built with the right material that I like, and it fits the horse really well, especially up here around their nose. And this piece here of the cord fits really well right behind the horse's jowls, and so I like this. And then I also use a 20-foot lead rope, because not only can I use this for my groundwork, I also then have enough rope for when I hop on my horse under saddle, and I can almost ride it like I'm riding with a McCarty. So that's what I like about this whole setup. Then I have my ropes. I have my 45-foot ranch rope. This is what I use for using around the horse's legs, around his girth area and his flank. So before he feels that saddle for the first time and reacts to that, he's going to feel this first. And so if he feels the need that he needs to get out of dodge, because that is his natural response when he feels something around his barrel, this rope works really good for this. And this is a triple soft horse training rope. The only rope that I use around my horse's body, because it's very, very soft and pliable, so it does not give the horse any rope burns. And then I have a 25-foot rope, a team roping rope that I got from my friend Kyle Hockett. He won the colt starting national finals last year, and so I always give him a hard time. This is my lucky rope. And then I got my cinches, so you never know what kind of horse you're going to get at these challenges. So I usually pack quite a few different cinches, from really small ones to a little bit larger. This is my favorite cinch, this mohair one right here. It's pink. It's a 5-star one, which 5-star is one of the best out there. And this is a 32-inch, so one of the bigger ones. And you know, you never know what you're gonna get, so I got this little guy right here. No, I'm just kidding. But Jessica Beatty maybe needed this for her little draw in Sandy, Oregon. We love you, Jessica. Oh gosh, gotta have fun, you know, doing this. And then I have another one. It's a little bit different, a 28-inch cinch. I usually use a 28 or a 30-inch cinch in these challenges. And so, yeah, I bring a bunch of these with me. You know, and sometimes I'll use one of these hooks also to hang my tack on the side of the round pen. But if I do, I make sure these hooks are a lot lower, because it's up by where the horse's face is. You never know, they could come up and brush their face along here and hook themselves right here. So I keep this on one of the lower rails in my round pen, so they don't get caught up on that. Then I have an extra off billet. You just never know, because the holes on this off billet are placed differently than the off billet that's currently on my colt starting saddle. Okay, then I usually use like a 1-inch pad, or I also have this thinner Navajo pad. Sometimes will kind of form to the horse's back a little bit better for those younger ones. And then I also have my blue tarp. That's always good to have. Then I got my hoof pick, extremely important. I also usually carry a couple of brushes with me. And then also kind of known for the one that carries the orange heavy-duty tarp. I really like this tarp because you don't have to cover the edges of the tarp with dirt. You can basically lay it out and it will stay there. And so it's ended up being kind of a nice tarp that I kind of traveled. It's got over 65 100 miles on it already, traveling to all these places, so pretty cool stuff. And then I just throw it all in this bag here that my good friend Heidi lets me use, that I could place all this stuff in. So that's usually what you'll see in my Colt starting gear bag when I take off to these things. Okay, so and also too, I was going to share with you with my Colt starting saddle that I use. So this is a Van Hargis Colt starting saddle. Funny story how I came about in getting this saddle is also one of the finalists, Kyle Hockett, and I are great friends, and went over and trained with him just for a week, brushing up on just starting horses in general. And I was riding a colt, and I didn't last more than maybe 3 minutes on that sucker, and he went to buck and he put his head between his knees and I was gone. And he said, Lucia, you need a new saddle. So this was the saddle that Kyle got. He won in the finals last year, and so unlike him, I had to purchase my saddle. But Van Hargis has been a good friend of mine. He has some very nice high quality saddles, and my clients have really liked this particular saddle as well. So as you can kind of see that it has the rough out seat, and also just the way that it's built, it's just built for starting. I really like the seat on this saddle in particular. And then you kind of see that I have my night latch here, so this is what I go to hold on to like this. So when I first get on my horse under saddle, I hang on to that and I try to support him and pet and level on my horse and not worry about pulling on his face. And I've made a few different changes to my saddle. And so, yes, there's not a whole lot of women who do colt starting, which I don't understand why, because it's never about handling a horse anyways. It's all about how you approach the horse in a way that the horse could understand you. But these stirrups are my favorite. Absolute favorite. I got the little cutout hearts here, and when I just saw these, when I first bought this saddle, I just thought, gosh, I just gotta have them. So I got these from Mighty Stitch over in Yakima, Washington. And yeah, that's my favorite touch, riding along with the other cowboys in these competitions. So between that and my pink mohair cinch, we're good to go.